Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
He's checking. Crash. Hit him all. West. Look, 56. Delta, 56. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you.
They will run with Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Grant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
57, Mike 57.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
66, pull it, now. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Go, go, go. Short. Go. 94 is the mark. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Complete, Smith has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
This is Grant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw again, Jackson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Took the outlaw. Get this worm on. Hayward.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. The quick throw taken in by Diggs. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Right back to him on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Safety creep. Back. SOS.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. 57 to Mike. Bend it. Bend it. Pick the edge.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I smell fear in it almost. I smell fear.
Now Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
57's right. Don't get nervous. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, Ty. Yeah.
They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double. Go. I got motion there. Me. I got this. 94 is the mark. Here we go again.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. Set. 56. Watch this. Pass. 56. Mike, 56. Hey, watch the ball.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Ancient Gator, 56. Double dog, that's the way. That's it. 56, Mike.
Jackson on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus. 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Grant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready? 18 Gator. Smooth. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ball. Mike 57's right. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And Diggs has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. On first down, Grant. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Set up, 8, read. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Yeah. You don't want nothing.
General West.
Check hot route.
Hey, high 7.
So that'll back him up 5.
All day, baby, all day.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 57.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Let's get off the field. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete to Bryant. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Ready to break.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry. An 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They go back to Grant. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Let's go. Come on.
Check Mike 6. Mike 6.
Get in the weight room. Go, bro. Get in the weight room. Zip it. Kill.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to make the play, Joejuan Williams. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Coaching spell.
Bang, bang. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Haywood.
57 the mic, 57 the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
80 weapon. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
36, 36. the run. They're running it.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
57 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. You. Mike's 57.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Grant. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second down. It's Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, no dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At that 13-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24, Patriots 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Let's go now. 8, read. 57.
Here we go.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Minnesota, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.